Right from the Monroe County Sheriff about a man who died in custody. Now 3 people are off the job, 3 more are suspended. Our Evan Lasik walking us through the timeline here from the point that Madisonville police arrested this man to when EMS took him to the hospital and then he died. Evan, all right, tell us what you're learning from the sheriff's office today. This is a story we've been covering for days now. What's new?
Well, Ted, Sheriff Tommy Jones tells me they have placed 3 officers on unpaid suspension for violating jail policy. 1 person was fired, 2 more resigned. This all started February 6th, just before 1:30 that afternoon. That's when officers arrested Elijah Isbill for disorderly conduct. There's a lot of big points, so I'm going to walk you through it. Here you can see authorities pulling Isbill from the police car at the Justice Center. They are then pinning him up against the wall. That was about 1:35 in the afternoon, about 15 minutes after he got arrested. Then about 10 minutes later, in a different room, deputies putting Isbill into this chair to restrain him. And then a nurse checked his restraints. Then they rolled him into a cell just before 2 o'clock. He was checked on numerous times, and around 4 p.m., deputies checked on Isbill, said he was being uncooperative. They then tried pressure point control tactics to gain compliance before placing a spit mask on him, and then left him alone for about 2 hours. Around 5:45 p.m., a nurse checks Isbill's temperature, blood pressure, and vitals, and he is then restrained yet again. Isbill was left alone from 6 until around 8. That's when deputies took off the restraints on Isbill's hands, left him alone, let him move around for about 30 minutes, then re-restrained and left the cell. He's then left alone for about 3 hours until around 11 p.m. That is the last time the sheriff says the camera saw him move. Sheriff Tommy Jones told me today he wishes that Isbill was not brought to the jail and held as long as he was. He says the deputies that are involved will not be named. He's hoping to keep them safe. The sheriff's office has been receiving threats since this situation happened. At 6, I will tell you more about what Sheriff Tommy Jones has to say on the matter. Ted?
Fascinating story. Isbill, a longtime preacher in East Tennessee, had an episode. Police didn't know what to do with him. Should they take him to the hospital? He refused to go. It's a very detailed story. So many issues here. Evan, thank you for helping us work some of this out. Governor Bill Lee announcing today TDOT Commission